Hi, my name's Maria Arper, and this is a presentation about a group of people who were trained as community mediators. And they were people that either had antisocial behaviour issues or were interested in how to resolve antisocial behaviour on their estates. What I'd like to do is introduce you to some of the people that received that training so that you can hear from them how this training has improved their lives and how they imagine they will be using those skills ongoing into the future. Thank you.
I found antisocial behaviour very, to me, a bit distressing and upsetting if I saw it around me.
You know, I had a very distressing sort of environment to live in because one of my neighbours was extremely abusive to me.
Well, living in a neighbourhood where there's a lot of antisocial behaviour going on, I wasn't really pleased the way, you know, as a tenant, I was having to suffer with it day in and day out. And especially when I come home from work, I want to sleep, I want to relax, and I get footballs knocked at my door and everything. And you go to the parents and they don't seem to really want to know. And they're always saying, well, it's not my child, or they're always in denial. And I just felt, you know, I wasn't very happy with it. I just feel that, you know, it's not a really nice thing for people to have to live with.
In society, I suppose, it's come more prominent because of the gangs and gang culture, and you know, more poverty with people not so many people working.
I mean, it's such a wonderful gift to actually have had the training.
Nice group sessions. I enjoyed the group sessions and, you know, the talking, understanding.
I think we all worked well together, and you know, we all learnt from different people's views and experiences in life in general, and what problems they were going through regarding antisocial behaviour.
The last 2 years that we've been working on our estate, having meetings every 3 months, talking to people about what they're upset about, what needs are not being met and what are being met. You know, we have more of an understanding in our estate now, and antisocial behaviour, you know, hardly exists there.
This course has really been so beneficial to me in my own personal life and in so many areas, because I think there's so many things you have to look past. Doing this mediation course was really an eye-opener to me, because it's made me look to really see what's going on in the other person's life.
The approach that you have is to be understanding and to realise that other people have got needs and feelings as well. And you just can't think about yourself, you have to think about other people as well.
It's given me the confidence to speak to people and, you know, to approach people and to tell people how, like I said, how they can help themselves and how they don't have to put up with, you know, any kind of antisocial behaviour, and to still keep, you know, friendly, you know, feel in the estate, and keep people talking to one another and some sort of understanding, because you do still have neighbours who don't like each other for whatever reason. But I find that with me speaking to these people, that they can keep a sort of respect there, even if they don't like each other, but they just keep that respect.
No being let down.
Since the training that's, you know, I've actually had, both myself and my neighbour are polite to one another. You know, obviously she had no idea of what I'd actually been through last year with losing my dad, because obviously, you know, I hadn't communicated with her, and like, she'd already been through that sort of stage in her life where she'd lost her dad a few years previous anyway. So once she realised, I suppose, what a heavy year I'd had, and I'd realised the things that she had actually gone through, I think we sort of like came to a medium balance.
There was the other day I had some children knocking the football at my front door. If it had been before, I would have been so angry, because having to put up with it for so long, I would have went out and really, you know, spoken to them. But I just discovered that communication skills is a very powerful weapon. I actually opened the door and said, oh, you know, it's a nice day and everything. Don't you think it would be nicer if we went to the park or somewhere to really play this game? and I'm willing to, go with you because I'm not doing anything at the moment with my children, and it was a half term. I found that these are normally children who, are very aggressive and everything, and they was very surprised, and they warmed up to me straight away to say, yeah, if I've got the time, they'd be very appreciative, because most of the time their parents haven't got time to take them out, and they get so bored at home, and that's the reason why they're outside. It's boredom that really makes them do what they're doing.
I try to listen to what people need, so they're heard, and that, because that's what I think people that don't get heard need to shout, and when you shout you're never heard.
Whereas before they weren't speaking out and they weren't happy, but now people are not frightened to speak out in my estate if they're not happy about something. So it's helped me, and it's helped me to talk to other people as well with how they can make a change if they're not happy about something. I think in my own personal, like my own family, with my children especially, I've given them more room, more space. I always wanted them to listen to me, and I did a bit of listening, but not enough.
I learned, I suppose, to be more tolerant to my son, because he's a teenager, and also more, finding it more better to work with where I work, staff I work with, because I was experiencing problems regarding other member staff and management.
It makes a difference because my children are respecting me more, and they're talking to me more, and they know where I'm coming from, and I understand them more as well. So it's made my home life more easier for me as well.
I suppose I did take a seat back and look that, obviously, with the management, that they actually were probably under pressure. Sometimes because they probably think I was actually saying to them their job when I was trying to help improve it. I sort of don't do that now. I take a step back.
I try to listen to what people need, so they're heard.
And I try to make them think about somebody else, how the other person might be thinking. Instead of saying, oh, that person was out of order, then I'm more like, well, maybe the other person didn't understand, or maybe they were just trying to, they didn't know how to explain to you.
It's helped me in my personal life to really, look at other people's backgrounds before I jump in, not to make judgments for what I don't know.
We're in that kind of halfway house now where the training's complete, but you're not ready to just go and do mediations on your own, okay? And it will take ages if what we do is sit and wait for cases to come in. But I really want you out there doing this stuff, and it sounds like in your own ways you already are. So the idea would be to draw out a few key residents who would want to work on a project to really solve the problem.
Most people are scared to talk though, when you're in an estate. When you're in an estate, most people, they might have something to say, but they're scared to say.
You have to create the conditions in which somebody will feel confident.
And then trust, and then gradually, then they'll think, oh well, it is alright to complain or to say how I'm feeling about this.
Antisocial behaviour and mediation has really taught me how to put peace without me realising that, maybe I was making things worse when I was really trying to help.
Listening is the most important thing to what people need and what they're going through. And if their needs are met, I think it will save a lot of problems in the community we have today.